Welcome to tape number 10 in our Combat Hapkido curriculum video series. This is also the last tape, and that will bring you to first degree black belt. We're going to get back right away into the category of hostile handshakes. The first one we're going to do involves a little bit of fine work here. You've got to pay attention to the details because it involves a thumb lock. Okay? So from here, again, if it's very strong and you think it's going to hit you, do a little distraction first here, like this. If you don't think you're at that point, then you can skip that. What you do, you place your hand right in top of his hand, with your thumb in top of his thumb, and start pushing in. But not only you pushing in, because if you just go in this way, it can take a lot of, if he has flexibility, it can take a lot of pressure. You're pushing in and out at the same time, and that's what's going to bring him down. So very simply, in this technique, what you do is this. Hand in top of his hand, thumb in top of his thumb, like this. Push in and out, and you'll take him out right away. Okay, now, let me show it to you from the other side. You see a little bit different perspective here. Okay, let's concentrate on the handshake here. My hand in top of his hand, this way. Thumb in top of his thumb. Start pushing in and out. In and out. This way, one, and bring him to the ground. When he's in the ground, you can continue with the thumb lock. You can switch to a different finger lock. You can go into another number of techniques. The important part for you is to understand what you're doing here with the thumb. One more time. The detail. 1, 2, pull out this way. Continuing the pressure in and out. So this is your important part here. You have to concentrate. Very sensitive. If you do it dynamically, with energy, it can actually dislocate the thumb. Wham! Really hard. Okay? And that's your first handshake here. The next handshake technique, very dynamic movement, and you recognize also the type of technique in which he's going to wind up in, because we've done it before in other situations. For instance, a cross wrist grab. As he grabs you, very dynamically, immediately, don't even bother with the distraction in this one because you're going to move out of the way real fast. Grab his hand with your other hand. In other words, what you're going to do, you sandwich his hand between your two hands, this way. Here, spin around and take him down, this way. Lay him on the ground and finish on the face if you want to. Okay, we're going to do a little slower now on this one. Okay, this is what you do again. You're shaking your hand, maybe it's becoming a threat to you. Remove yourself. You are the target. Remove yourself out of the way. Step in this way. So as you're stepping, you're sandwiching his hand between your two hands. Begin to bring it up, spin around, crouch yourself down this way, bring it over, and then pull him straight down to the ground this way. He will fall, and you can then finish, like I said before. So this is your movement here, very simply. 1, stepping in this way, removing yourself from the attack here, spinning around and taking him down. And that's your handshake technique. In the categories of bear hugs, we have, of course, arms in, arms out, front and back. In this particular section, we're going to go into arms in from behind. Okay? So a person grabs you. Obviously, there's different ways they can grab you. High, middle, or even very low, this way. Different techniques for different type of grabs. Okay, in this one, we'll deal with something, with someone that is attacking you and grabbing you fairly high here. Okay, so you got a lot of mobility with your arms here still. Okay, in this one here, drop in a horse riding stance, step into one side. Bring your hands in at the same time. Make yourself a little bit smaller as you're doing this. Then from here, you see, you already kind of loosen up the grip here considerably. So as you do that, 1, explode upwards with your arms, like this. Okay, that breaks the hold and frees you. Also, you got his line here as a target. As soon as you do that, strike immediately. Center mass with an elbow strike. Follow up immediately. Hammer fist into the ground, come back with the hammer fist to the face to get him up, step forward with the outside leg and back kick him, and walk away. One more time from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me show it to you from a different perspective here. He grabs me, okay? I make myself small by stepping, exploding out, striking, 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 stepping, kicking. So it has several components, but they're all easy pieces here, basically strikes. And one thing to remember on this one, as you're exploding out, do not leave your face facing forward, because as you're exploding, it can hit you in the nose. So it's important to remember, as you're exploding out this way, turn your head, and then go into your strikes. And that's your technique. In the next technique, it's going to grab me a little bit lower, just about elbow level. What you do, again, same thing, as far as dropping in the riding stance here, and locking. Okay? What you're doing, just bring both of your hands and trap his hand. From here, you can take a step, okay, and swing over your shoulder, and you're back into your arm bar or whatever other technique you want to do at this point. Very simple technique, but you got to use the right body mechanics to accomplish it. One more time, here, come up, here, trap, trap as you drop in here. Now, sometimes all you need to do is just twist your hips. If you feel it's too strong and big, you may want to take a little bit of a step to help you this way. And down it goes. Very simple technique, but very effective. In the next bear hug, it's going to grab me a little bit lower. So this time, I really have no mobility whatsoever with my arms. So what you do here is this. Again, drop in a riding stance and put pressure with one of your elbows into one of his arms this way. That will allow you to free one hand. Now, what you want to do immediately is to strike him with the elbow. Now, of course, if he's trying to hide his head on the other side and you miss, quickly shift and hit him with the other side. So either way, you're going to be able to hit him. Okay, so let's go back inside for a second. I'll show you the finishing touches here. From here, drop, put pressure on one side. He may break the hold or he may not. Put your hands back together. Right. Here, I free one hand. Let's say I got lucky with the first shot. I trap him, free the other hand, turn my body, reach behind his neck this way, okay, lock him with the light hand, and then flip him over in front of you. As he lands, you have finger lock, arm bar, wrist lock, whatever you want. Okay, concentrate on this part here. One more second. Here, one, drop, one elbow, put pressure here. It allows you to free here. Strike right away. That should do it. Okay, from here, turn around the other side. Grab him here. If you need two hands for support, that's fine. Make sure you remove your leg as you take him down. And here we are for the finish. In the next bear hug, it grabs me just about in the middle here. From here, what you're going to do, take a quick look and look at where his feet are. Okay, very important. Then do a distraction. Now, what you want to do in this case is try to headbutt him. However, the intent is not really to hit him. It's just to distract him and make him straighten up a little bit. So try to go for his head so he thinks he's going to get a headbutt. If you hit him, fine. If you don't, it's okay. Go here with your head. You know what his feet are now, right? So from here, one, drop down to one side. Look at his leg, drop down, reach, grab the ankle, pull up, and then from here, kick him into the groin. Then, of course, you can finish with a nice leg lock on the ground, you know, from ground grapple. Let's do it one time sideways this way so you can see a little bit different. Okay, so from here, I'm going to fake my headbutt. I'm going to drop down in my riding stance one side. So I'm going to have one of his legs in between my legs. I'm going to bend my body down. One, reach and grab the ankle. Pull up while I'm trying to sit on his knee. He hits the ground. I finish with a groin kick and then maybe, as I said, maybe into a leg lock. And that's your technique. In this category, we will examine bear hugs from the front with your arms in. Okay, this is sometimes considered one of the most difficult positions of all the bear hugs because you have the least mobility and it's dangerous because it can headbutt your knee in the groin and so on and so forth. So in this particular situation, what we're going to do immediately, as soon as we be in a bear hug, make sure you drop your center of gravity so it's not able to take you down to the ground this way. Drop in, reach with both of your hands and grab the side over here, both of your sides, and squeeze in, dig your finger in there. As you do that, step across with one of your legs, sweep him and take him to the ground. Very simple. So again, from here, 1, 2, 3, and finish on the ground. Okay, I'm going to show it to you one more time without the takedown, just only the movement, very slowly. 1, 2, 3, dig in, really nasty here. Try to grab a chunk of his meat out. In, step across, twisting your hip, step across, sweep the leg, take him down. And that's the technique for you. In the next bear hug, again, from the front, arms in, maybe grasp me a little bit higher this time. I have some mobility here with my hands. What you do, take a step back, dropping almost on a front stance type. Make both of your thumbs tight this way in a fist position and go into the inguinal pressure point here. That pressure point is right here where the leg connects with the rest of the body, both on both sides here. So from here, it grabs you, step back, reach with your thumb, push out violently. 1, and follow up immediately with a front kick to get him off you. Okay, one more time. 1, dropping back as you're preparing your hands. Reaching there, finding the point, doesn't take much. Push real hard in there, straighten up your elbows. 1, as he comes off you, follow up with a kick from the back leg or the front leg, it doesn't matter. Okay? One thing I want to show you here is a detail. Okay? This is where your thumbs will go. Right here where the leg attaches to the body. This is your pressure point right here. Very sensitive on everybody. Okay? And that's your technique. Still under the general heading of bear hugs, the next category is bear hug from the front with the arms out. Very advantageous position for you if you're fast and you know what you're doing, of course. Because if he's very fast, although you got your arms free, he may still take you to the ground and then you are in a worse situation. So immediately as he grabs you, drop your center of gravity, preventing him from taking you to the ground. Reach over here, grab the hair and start pulling back. As soon as the chin is exposed, hit him. Okay, not just gently, but in real life, hit him, twist the neck. Then, of course, remove this leg here, in this case, my left leg, turn around, take him to the ground. Finish. Okay, let's show it to you from this side, like this. He comes in, drop, so you prevent him from taking you to the ground, reach. Now, if for some reason he has no hair, just grab the whole head and push back. Try to go into the eyes or something. That, again, exposes the chin here for you to hit, twist, and still take him to the ground. Okay? So it doesn't make any difference. It's better, of course, if he has hair. It makes it easier for you, simpler. But even if he doesn't, I want to show you something. Assuming he had no hair, when you're reaching, just go here. Grab the eyes or something like this. And just start pulling back. This one, with the movement of the hand, pushing back, will accomplish the same thing. Okay, simply twist and take him down. On the next one, again, he grabs you from the front here. Now, sometimes they bury the head this way. That's why the previous technique was good to do this way. Sometimes they don't bury the head. They're fairly face to face with you. What you want to do here, with both of your hands, slide up close to his arm here. Don't try to come off from here. Come here and reach with both of your thumb into the pressure points, both of them on the either side, on both sides of the trachea. Stick your thumb in there. Okay, from here, cross your leg outside and sweep him and take him down while maintaining pressure into the pressure point this way. Here, bang. As he hits the ground, continue maintaining the pressure here. And that should really take care of him. One more time. Maybe from this side. A little bit different perspective. He grabs you, drop, so you avoid being taken to the ground. Slide up your arm into close to his body. Both thumbs right into the pressure point there. Dig in and up. As soon as you see reaction here, because you're digging in really hard, begin to twist, step out, take him down, maintain the pressure. Again, all these techniques are fast and simple, but extremely effective in street self-defense. In this bear hug technique, we're going to again use pressure point. We've used them in different parts of the body. We're going to use it again. This is an area where it's very useful to use pressure point. He grabs you this way, again, prevent him from taking you down by lowering your center of gravity. Then with either hand, smash his nose a little bit, or his face, with palm heel strike. Just move his head back, in other words, any way you can. 1, 2, any way you want. As the head comes up, it exposes the neck. Make your spear hand start digging into his suprasternal notch here, right here, in this pressure point. Now, as soon as you begin to do that, this we have already done. 1, bring the hand behind it, by one of his kidney here, hold him, grab him by the belt, the jacket, whatever, and continue pushing and pulling at the same time. Here, and you'll drop him down. Follow, of course, kick to the groin, or just simply walk away. Okay, one more time. Again, grabs you. Okay, 1 to expose the neck. The hand then runs over there. Okay, so again, 1 fluid movement. I hold them, I begin to dig, bring it down to the ground. Kick, move away. Just remember this part over here, very important. This is what you're going to be going into. Right over the sternum, dig in and down. This is your pressure point right here. The next area that we're going to examine is the area of defenses against kicks. My philosophy is that the best defense against a kick is just move out of the way, avoid the kick completely. But sometimes, because of reaction time or closeness to the attacker, you are forced to use some defensive tactics. Normally these techniques are also performed with mats, because they involve throwing the person from quite a height. And you know, there is a possibility for injury. So Pedro and I are going to slow these techniques down and gently bring the person to the ground. Right? You're going to see all the mechanics that you need to learn. Okay, on the first one here, maybe we should use this side here better. He's going to do a front kick on me, possibly to my groin, my chest, my stomach, whatever. On this particular case, I'll move out of the way and trap his leg by coming from underneath and locking the leg here. I'll show you what I mean. From here, I'm seeing, wham, grab the leg. So this is your first portion of the technique. The second portion, you're going to sweep his opposite leg, his supporting leg, and he's going to go down. So from here, 1, grab here, his garment or anywhere in front of here, sweep the back leg. He hits the ground. You are in this position now. Drop with your knee right on his groin. Bam! And then from here, you can follow up with any kind of ankle lock, knee lock, leg lock. You will learn those things in the ground grappling videotapes. This is not the time for you to worry about this. Okay, one more time, the mechanics of this defense. We're going to try to do it as slowly as possible. He throws the kick. Instead of moving away from the kick in this case, because of my range, I move right in. The hand is here for protection and distraction. Dropping here to grab whatever part of his garment I can grab. Now his supporting leg is going to get swept. 1, as he hits the ground, I drop, he comes up, I finish with punches and leg locks. So that's your first defense against kicks. The second defense against kick is very dangerous, and again, should be only practiced with mats. And now you will see why during our break falling and tumbling and rolling techniques, we learn the dive, because that's exactly how he's going to go down, and if he knows how to do the dive properly, he'll protect himself. This again can be done from a side kick or from a front kick. But basically, as the leg comes toward you, you're moving to the side, to the outside of the kick. The first time we moved on the inside, now we're going to move to the outside and catch this leg. As you're catching the leg, okay, I'm going to try to do this slowly, although it's difficult. You grab him here. Again, this time you're going to sweep again the supporting leg, but from the front this time. And he's going to go face down in front of you. So from here, I'm going to do it very gently again. From here, you sweep this leg, and Pedro is going to... Once he lands here, you know what you have here. you have a nice leg lock of some kind. You can go into this type of technique here or any other different kind. So concentrate on the first party here. The kick comes moving out of the kick. You can do almost like a trapping type of technique. Moving here, move it. Bend, distraction if you need. Grab it, sweep the supporting leg. It goes down from here. Get immediately into leg locking technique. Or simply walk away. The next technique is probably the simplest of all. However, it is also the most devastating and dangerous of all. What you're going to be doing basically is kicking the supporting leg while he's in the middle of his kick. And in practice, do not kick the leg of your partner when you train. Do not even touch him because it can be terribly destructive to his knee. You will see what I'm talking about. We're facing each other, he throws the kick. As I perceive the movement of the kick, I step out in that direction. So if he kicks with the leg, I'll step here. If he was to kick with his leg, I'll step here. Okay, so he's going to kick me with his right leg now. I perceive the movement, I step, and I kick the supporting leg. It's that simple. And yet, when the whole weight of the body is on one leg and you hit the knee at full power, you know the damage that you can do. So again, be extremely careful. Going to do it one more time here. He throws the kick. Okay, one more time. I'll try to slow it down a little bit now. As he kicks, step out, kick. Side kick in this case is the best. Okay, you could do maybe a roundhouse kick to the inside of his thigh, but it's not as effective. You want to hit the knee and drop him. One more time, this time kind of fast. He comes in, bam! And that's the end of that technique. The next one also very devastating, went down at full speed. And again, remember there is no mats here, so I'm going to do it very gently with Pedro. When he kicks, you're going to move to the outside this time. So he kicks, you're going to trap his leg like we did before. Now, as you are in this position, not only you shoot your hand out to the face, so his head begins to go backward, but what you're going to do here is simply this. As you do that, he will just fly backward and land on his back and head. Okay? So that's why we got to be careful here. As he does it, one, I come in, strike, and now I simply throw him. Now understand when you do it forcefully at full speed, he's going to take a tremendous fall. Okay? One more time to show you the mechanics slowly. He comes in, he kicks, I'm going to move out of the way, bang here, and then simply shoot up. His leg is going to go up and he's going to fly. Wham! And down he goes. Again, extremely simple but very brutal for street fight. Again, we want to thank you for being with us throughout this whole video series of Combat Hapkido curriculum. This was tape 10, the last one, and it's going to bring you to, hopefully, to black belt first degree. If you practice diligently, you should have this material really good in your mind. Continue practicing, continue trying, continue training, never give up, because it's important that these techniques are constantly practiced to be part of your memory, to be imprinted in your memory, so you can recall them in a situation when you need to use them for self-defense. So on behalf of myself and the International Combat Hapkido Federation, Master Pedro Rodriguez, my good assistant, we want to thank you for being with us.